Hey guys, so Nick here, and I'm actually sitting at my desk going through Pinterest because, I did a message this morning, my rant about, and what I'm doing is what I'm doing good enough. And I'm often teaching, doing calls and stuff, and talking about systems and the one thing and focus. And one of the things that I feel I've been lacking, which kind of weighs heavy on my shoulders, is managing my household, which means, just keeping things organized, taking the time to decorate it the way that I want it to look, putting systems in place, and feeling like I have it under control. I mean, the truth is, when you have little ones, right, it's often hard to keep it immaculate, but there are systems that we can put in place. So I actually found this website, a couple of websites today. One of them was called Fly Lady, and another one, I don't remember what it was called. But I go on Pinterest a lot, and I go on Pinterest to look for ideas on how to organize simple things like a pantry, or organize our linen closets, organize the kids' closet, organize the kids' toys. And then now what I'm doing is I'm putting a schedule in place and a command center in my house to keep up with doctor's appointments and kids' paperwork from school that needs signatures and homework and very important papers. Because as entrepreneurs, it's very easy to get inundated with our work that we can neglect every other area of our businesses. So I'm getting a little bit more organized. You can kind of see, like I'm starting to put launch calendars in place. I have like stuff all around my office. If I were to show you, like you can see over there, I have worksheets. You can see stuff I have on my wall here, the whiteboard over there. I have stuff everywhere in here. I have like my focus, my goals and stuff. So, and these are like my bills. So I put up there so I can know. I have household bills, payments that are coming out. These are household, and then these are business. And then this is like my debt reduction. I have like a goal to get debt free. I have some issues with the IRS. I'll tell y'all about that on a whole nother, from 2006 that came up. So there's some things that I'm taking care of with that with the IRS. That'll be a whole nother video. So I'm sitting in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm setting up a command center in my house. And the command center is going to help us, because like even with food, meal prepping, and getting systems in place for the kids. It's your life is very regimented. Everybody gets in this schedule, but sometimes we take everything by we live our lives based on emergency. So the kids dart through the door and they're hungry, and you're just figuring out what should you cook to eat tonight. And so I really want to get things a lot more organized. I want to get the house better decorated. And I'm gonna be honest, that stuff is just, I love stuff being nicely decorated, but it's just not something that I love to go out. And I do like to do it. I just don't make time to do it. So I got to get better at it, because I look at my house and I'm like, geez, I live still like I'm a college student. And the reason why is, years ago, before we went broke and bankrupt and lost everything, we had everything. I mean, we had the most beautiful paintings and furniture and things like that, and we ended up having to sell everything. So over the years, I haven't really accumulated a lot more stuff. We just been keeping essentials, and we'll buy things that we need, right? Couches and TVs and stuff like that. But because we haven't purchased a home yet, I always still live like a renter, right? I always still think, oh, we're going to be moving soon anyway, because we've moved almost every year since we've been married. And we've been married for 11 years this year, right? 11 and a half years in July. So we have moved so much that I've always had in the back of my head not to get too comfortable, because it's going to come where you're going to move again. Well, we'll be buying a house next year. We're going to buy this year, but we're going to be buying a house next year. But I realized, shoot, you spending all this money on this house that you live in, deck it out. right? You can always patch up the holes in the walls. So I'm sitting here now and I'm putting I went swimming today, so my hair looks a mess. But I'm sitting here now working on putting my command center in place and working on organizing my house and putting some kind of schedule. Like I have a schedule of how I work. I have, this is like this is like my daily to-do sheets. Then I have like what we call a grass catcher list of things I need to get done. And then I have like my scheduler. I have all kind of stuff, right? So I keep everything. I have stuff in front of me, but it's still a little segmented. I need to get an organized schedule. So one of the things that the lady teaches on Fly Lady, I think it's flylady.net or flylady.org. I can look it up here. One of the things that the lady teaches is that you have zones that you focus on. So like this week is the kitchen zone. So if you want to declutter your kitchen, if you need to do an inventory on your pantry, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, growing up as a Black girl, I mean, we just lived. But as I began to create diverse relationships from people from all walks of life, I mean, people from other countries and really just having a diverse group of friends and going to their homes, it's beautiful because you learn so many new things culturally. Like in our culture, it wasn't common to have a lot of menu planning and things like that. And I don't even know if that's a cultural thing, but I do know that generationally now for a lot of women, especially those who stay at home, and I think too, because we have like Pinterest and all these blogs and stuff, because we have the internet, you have access to learn so much more from different people. And so I follow a lot of ladies on the internet and I love their systems. And the truth is we can always find ways to improve and enhance what we're doing. So, I feel like I spend a lot of time on the business side of things, but not a lot of time on other areas. And because that's my strength, right? That's something that I love, but I'm a mom and I'm a wife. And as domestic as my husband is phenomenal. My husband cooks, he cleans, he's good at decorating, he's good at organizing stuff. He's kind of a neat freak, but I kind of had a negative impact on him. But he's good at all that stuff, but now he's launching his own company. So now we're both in the office until we're picking up the kids. That's his office over there. So you can see like he has all his camera equipment and stuff over there. His little command center. And this is my office. My office is a mess. Both of it's just ran over right now. We got stuff everywhere. So he's launching his company and it's just so much going on right now. So now I'm looking at him, he's looking at me like, what we gonna eat? So I'm working on putting a menu together, having a command center, just setting up zones to keep things organized and put some things in place to put a lot more. I don't like to say the word balance because balance is kind of a false perception of what can be, but managing the different areas of my life better. And then, to some it'll be considered balance. So I'm just sharing this with you guys. And I was talking to my husband today. There's a project that I've been wanting to work on for a long time, and it's called Sexy in Training. I haven't launched it yet, but it's in the works, and it's about a woman learning and evolving to be sexy, right? Not just sexy in her image and her physical appearance, but making other areas of our lives sexy where we are confident, right? Confident about just all aspects of our lives. And one of the things that I want to talk about is as an entrepreneur, going through things on a day-to-day basis, our everyday life, and sharing that with people. Because I know for me, I often want to know, what does people's life look like behind the scenes? So I'm big on sharing that. That's why I'm so transparent, is because, some people may look at this and say, what is she doing, right? And that's fine, because my goal is for this message to be for that one person who feels the way that I feel. And they just are looking for someone to relate to, and they go and they Google and they come across this video. And then they're like, oh gosh, finally somebody understands how I feel. Because it can be hard for us as women. So anywho, sitting here, working on this command center, organizing the household. Stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted on how it works out. All right? Quick tips with Nick, or I don't even know what to call this, right? Just the randomness in the life of Nick, and working on the command center, creating structure, order, and organization in all areas of our lives as entrepreneurs. All right? So thanks, guys. Stay tuned. Of course, I'm sure I'll be popping on this camera and talking about more stuff. So let me get to work on this so I can get it done. I'll tell you guys how it goes. It's like 9:30 at night, and I just got like a second one energy when my butt should be in bed. But anyway, y'all know I don't sleep. I just take naps. So I'll see you later. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.